welcome to the Pulse of Africa community. I hope you're doing great today. If you're joining us for the first time, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed and connected to Africa's most important news reports. Your engagements will help this video to reach more people. Thank you very much. In Nigeria's capital, Abuja, hundreds of protesters gathered outside the French embassy demanding France to leave their country. This was not a spontaneous outburst. According to civil society groups, especially the movement Against Slavery and Terrorism, this protest was a direct response to growing allegations that France is secretly supporting terrorist activities in Nigeria and across Africa. The protest took place on Wednesday after a one-day solidarity walk that ended at the gates of the French Consulate. Holding placards and chanting slogans, demonstrators accused France of backing terrorist groups like Boko Haram by supplying them with arms and ammunition. The protest leader, Princess Ajibola, delivered a passionate speech. She said the group has strong evidence that weapons being used by terrorists in Nigeria are coming through French-speaking neighboring countries with French knowledge or involvement. Ajibola also accused France of committing what she described as a crime against humanity under the leadership of President Emmanuel Macron. Her statement continued with a bold warning. Any attempt to recolonize Nigeria or any part of Africa through violence or terrorism will be met with total resistance.
We're embarking on this protest march to send a powerful message to the French authorities that Nigerians are indeed aware of its nefarious activities with regards to the ongoing war against terrorism in northeast of Nigeria. The movement Against Slavery and Terrorism, as a civil society organization, we have decided to take our protest to the French embassy where we are now, in Abuja, so the message could be relayed to the French authorities wherever they are in France, that Nigeria is indeed a sovereign country, and as such, any form or attempt to compromise our territorial integrity will be resisted wholeheartedly.
According to Madam Ajibola, the group has overwhelming evidence to back up its claim that the European nation is indeed behind the recent upsurge in terrorism in the country.
The movement Against Slavery and Terrorism wishes to state categorically and on unequivocal terms that France is indeed responsible for the resurgence of Boko Haram attacks in Nigeria in recent times, because there is overwhelming evidence that it has been selling arms and ammunition to the Boko Haram terrorist group. This is authenticated. These arms come into the country through our Francophone neighboring countries. We also wish to send this message to the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, that what France is doing under his watch is indeed a crime against humanity. As such, it must, and as a matter of urgency, desist from spreading terrorism in Nigeria and other African countries.
The group reckoned that the French action is born out of greed, hinged on economic benefits owing to the avalanche of economic resources in the northeast, particularly the Lake Chad Basin region.
The movement Against Slavery and Terrorism sees the actions of France as an assault on our sovereignty as a country, that is Nigeria. This is indeed despicable and must be condemned by all and sundry. We are also aware that the actions of France are hinged on economic benefits, given the avalanche of economic resources in northeast Nigeria, particularly the Lake Chad Basin region. This is indeed an attempt at recolonization. What did I say? It is another attempt at recolonization by France. After we have been colonized by Britain, we are not under France, and we will not allow for France to come and colonize us again by violence.
According to organizers, this demonstration is just the beginning. The group has called on the United Nations and other international bodies to investigate France's alleged role in destabilizing Nigeria. They say these actions are motivated by economic greed, particularly due to the massive natural resources located in the Lake Chad Basin, an area rich in oil, gas, and valuable minerals. This claim ties into a wider narrative growing across Africa, where many believe that some foreign powers, under the disguise of aid or counterterrorism, are actually pursuing exploitative interests. And now, Nigerians, like citizens in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, are raising their voices. In another video, a Nigerian woman delivered a fiery message that has ignited intense debate. Speaking directly to the Igbo community and Nigerians at large, she questioned, why? Despite abundant resources, Nigerians still live in poverty while foreign nations grow rich. According to her, the root of this exploitation lies in mental conditioning left by colonial powers. She said many Nigerians, especially Christians in the southeast, have been trained to pray for daily bread, while foreign nations quietly extract their wealth through pipelines and multinational deals. She claims that a massive pipeline was being constructed to transport natural gas from the Niger Delta through the southeast all the way to Niger. But when countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger began to revolt against foreign interference, the pipeline was destroyed. However, she warns that the Nigerian government, desperate to cash in, is now building alternate routes through Cameroon, with backing from Saudi Arabia and Morocco. She said these countries are investing billions in the pipeline project, which aims to send gas straight to France. She points to deals worth over 25 billion US dollars, backed by international financiers that are slowly stripping Nigeria of its wealth. According to her, this is nothing short of recolonization, but this time through economic exploitation and political collusion.
I wanted to make this video in Igbo because it concerns Igbo people the most, but I changed my mind because you might actually pick one or two things from this. That is, if you have sense, if you have a little tiny sense left in your brain, I need you to watch this video to the end. Did you see today in Igbo land? Because Igbos are predominantly Christians. In Igbo land today, every day when they wake up in the morning, they will start praying. They say the Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, yada, yada, yada. Give us this day our daily bread. This is the point that I want to talk about. Give us this day our daily bread. An Igbo man has been convinced by the European, by our slave masters, to be comfortable asking every morning for daily bread. People that have everything. You have everything to enjoy this life. You have everything. The Europeans convince us to be praying for crumbs, to be praying for daily bread. Why they are here tapping and ripping all our life, ripping us inside out. Now let me tell you what has been happening. If you finish watching this video and you don't think, I pity you, you will never ever in your entire life think. Every time when I make videos, my heart bleeds for my people. These people started laying pipe from your own soil, a land that was secured by your ancestors with their blood. They started laying pipe to drain your resources, your oil, your gas, your natural gas. And they started all the way from Igbo land to Niger. But then it was intercepted with this revolution that started in that place. Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali. It was intercepted. They blew up the pipe. But then what happened? Because the federal government of Nigeria are so desperate to sell off everything that belongs to you, so that you and I are very stupid, that our brains have been contaminated with religion. It's not going to happen in our generation. But maybe in the next fourth generation to come, when our children open their eyes and start asking questions and start revolting, they will have absolutely nothing left for them. The federal government of Nigeria, that is the Fulani oligarchy, headed by Buhari started it. Now, Tinubu is finishing it. Because of their desperation, they are now going through other routes. They are now going through Cameroon. From Cameroon, they will start laying the pipe. They have made arrangements with the Moroccan government. Saudi Arabia, that they are living in paradise, and now they want to give our federal government money for this project, $25 billion for this project, all the way to France. All the way to France, you are here praying for your daily bread. Now, this is the reason why they set up their base in Ivory Coast, because Cameroon, you see Cameroon, they will not allow Cameroon and Chad to revolt and gain independence just like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. That is why they send that black man, that motherfucking bastard that call himself a General Langley. They set up a base to checkmate them. So you are there praying for daily bread. Meanwhile, what you have on your soil, the resources that you have that is worth over 300 billion, is now being tapped at your backyard. Before Saudi Arabia decided to give these people 25 million for this project, that resources is worth over $300 billion. Over $300 billion. How many are we? The whole of Igbo people worldwide are not up to 200 million. Do you know that as an Igbo man, as an Igbo person, as an Igbo unborn child, you are entitled to at least $1 billion? Do you know that you're supposed to be living better than Arab princes? You have all it takes to be living better than them, but look at you, you're asking for daily bread. And our worthless Igbo politicians, people that can sell off their entire generation for crumbs, are in cahoots. They are aiding and abetting this evil.
In this raw and emotional video, a soldier, speaking in pidgin English, exposed what he called the business of war. He claimed that the Nigerian government and military officials are profiting from prolonged insecurity. According to him, military contractors and government officials have no interest in ending the fight against Boko Haram because they benefit financially from it. He alleges that money meant for boots, bulletproof vests, weapons, and food for soldiers is being siphoned off. He was especially outraged by a recent video posted by insurgents showing the body of a Nigerian soldier. He said the disrespect shown by terrorists who now proudly display dead soldiers online is a result of government failure.
It has gotten to the point where terrorists, they celebrate the buy of our Nigerian army for social media. I say that they celebrate where they shoot antelope. I say that they celebrate where they shoot bush pig. And we say that they display our Nigerian army as. It don't reach time. They know they hide them again. They post them. That's a human being. That's a person father. Our own Nigerian army. It don't reach time where these guys could they display them for media, they count scores. They know they hide them again. See the properties of the Nigerian army. They burn cars where they use taxpayers' money buy, and we get governments for Nigeria. This war, we don't decide this war now for over many years, and we get government for Nigeria. When it reach time to show power, see which day, yeah. They won't come off Fubara for power. That's so they send this dispatch army. Tinubu, and so they pack themselves, they send army. So what they do our guys for bush. And a person papa, and a person brother. They'll come to use our own internet. They post them online, make we see. And we get government. And we get government. We get service chief. They get chief of air staff. They get chief of defense staff. They get Air Force Oga. They get Navy Oga. They get Inspector General of Police. And all these things, they happen, they see them. But of course, the war will never stop. Why would the war stop? The war can never stop. Where they'll take get chua from? Because without this war, a lot of them don't make money. All these boots, where did they import? The boots for the army. The vest for the army, the bulletproof for the army, the guns, the bullets. They make a lot of money from that. So the war can never stop. The war will never stop. Small Boko Haram. Yeah. They use and do politics. Till tomorrow. See our army, bro. This is the state of my country. Meanwhile, person go post on Instagram about one big man. They go tracking IP. What he take post down. They go track him, they go catch him. They say defamation of character. Say one big man, they vex. They go detain you, they'll carry you. DSS, they show power for normal citizens' body. DSS, they show power. Yeah, you talk against social person. Pooh! Treason. They'll carry you, they'll go and lock you up. They'll say it's treason, bro. That's the Nigerian army there, bro. Also watch. 2027 election, they come now. They'll gather them. Yes, may they protect politicians. They go use the army, stay the rig. They remember the army when they want to use them. Because let's take away the uniform. These are human beings. You understand? Take away the uniform. These are human beings. And meanwhile, they are not even being paid what they are worth. They are not being paid what they are worth. They send them, use them till they do politics. They use them till they cash out. That's what they use them for. Nothing more. On each time where they use camera, bro.
Nigeria now stands at a crossroads. On one hand, the people are waking up, demanding an end to foreign exploitation and internal corruption. On the other, the government has yet to respond meaningfully to the growing frustration. Is Nigeria ready to chart its own course, free from foreign manipulation and internal sabotage? Or will these protests, emotional speeches, and viral videos fade away with no real change? The voices of the people are loud. The message is clear. Sovereignty is not just about flags and borders. It is about economic freedom, dignity, and justice. We will continue to follow this story closely. From Pulse of Africa, stay informed and stay empowered.